How's it going, guys? It is Kyle from IQ Bar, and today we're going to be talking about IQ Bar and working at IQ Bar from a South African perspective. Now, I'm not actually sure what number blog this is, so it's either 4 or 5, so I'm just going to call it 5, and we're going to get straight into it. So, a little breakdown of what IQ Bar actually is. Okay, so it's basically an online teaching platform that allows you to teach English and various other subjects throughout the world, provided you've got an internet connection, a laptop, and a PC, or a PC, I should say, not and a PC, you don't need both. But the PC needs a webcam, okay? You've got those 3 things, you're pretty much sold to check out the website, and well, go for it. Now, my general first thoughts about working at IQ Bar. Well, not necessarily at IQ Bar, but working online and earning a living from a South African perspective, okay? Now, you don't often hear work online or work online and earn a living in one sentence. It just doesn't make sense. There has to be some sort of catch behind it, okay? And a lot of South Africans think that. However, that wasn't the case whatsoever with IQ Bar. So when I first signed up, again, I took it with a pinch of salt, went for the interviews, turned out amazingly though, ended up, 4 months later, still working there, doing great and loving it. So yeah, go for it. It's amazing. So more from a South African perspective, the positives and the negatives. So I'm going to start off with the negatives. And there's generally 2 of them, and that's your electricity and your internet, okay? Now, starting off with the internet, although internet's amazing, it's pretty much all over the show in South Africa, okay? Fiber, ADSL, LTE, whatever, you name it, it's here. Now, the only downfall is, there's a lot of outages every now and then. And to give you an example, this morning I woke up and, there was no internet for about 2 hours. Freaking out. So I needed a backup plan. What's my backup plan? Well, parents stay up the road, mother-in-law's just on the other side. There's a cafe across the road. I've got data on my phone. I've got some sort of a backup plan to do in case the power does go out. Positive thing is, the internet came on again and everything's there for a while. So just make sure you've got that backup plan. The other one is electricity. Now, this happens quite often. It hasn't happened in a while, actually. But it happens often, okay? Again, it's probably happened maybe 4 or 5 times in the time span that I've worked at IQ Bar, is the power outages. You're teaching in an amazing class, or you're watching an insanely good football match, and all of a sudden, boom, the power goes out. And now you got maybe 2 minutes before the next class, or during that class, you got to get some other plan. If you've got a laptop, you can survive a little bit with your battery power, but you still need another backup plan. No, that does not mean go out and buy a generator. Unless you want to, that's completely up to you. It just means think outside the box. Again, go to a cafe, go to your parents' house, go to your mother-in-law's house, go to your cousin's house, wherever it is. Just make sure you've got some sort of backup plan in order to get to the next class. Again, when it's happened to me, and maybe about 4 or 5 times, what I've done is either parents or mother-in-law or cafe, right? Either way, I have a backup plan in charge. Now, it's getting a little tiring standing here, so I'm going to take a seat and we're going to carry on the rest of the vlog there. Hey guys, so where were we? Power or electricity and internet. Yeah, so those are the only 2 main, or I would say the only 2 negatives. So let's get back to the positives, right? It ended off on a good note and then a couple of personal experiences. So, positive, number 1, South Africa, traffic for days. There's no way around it, okay? You leave the house, you sit in traffic. You come back home, you sit in traffic, right? Just one of those things. Working at IQ Bar or working online, that eliminates it completely. And then all that spare cash that you're saving that you would have spent on petrol, you could spend it on whatever you like, whenever you like, however you like, okay? So, positive number 1, no traffic. Positive number 2, it's flexible working times, okay? You're kind of like your own boss. If you want to put in 2 hours, you put in 2 hours. If you want to put in 9 hours, you put in 9 hours. You're just going to earn according to how long you work for, how many classes you work for. And earning, yeah. The major positive, I would have to say, especially from a South African's point of view, you're earning in pounds, right? That's amazing. Amazing, right? So you can earn up to 18 pounds per hour, depending on what you're doing, how you're doing it, what qualifications you have and all that. But you're going to be earning a decent salary because it's in pounds, and the rand, almost a rand dollar, the rand pound exchange rate at this point in time is great. So traffic, pounds, flexibility, and that pretty much sums it up, okay? Personal experience. Again, Well, as you guys know, as I said in the beginning, when I first started out, I kind of took it as a pinch of salt and I was kind of a little bit wary and everything. Now it is great. I've met so many new people. That's another positive, right? I've traveled the world without even leaving my house. Why? Because I've met people from the UK, I've met people from China, I've met people from Canada, I've met people from everywhere that you could possibly imagine. And just speaking to them is like world traveling, right? So, positives, no traffic, earning in pounds, flexibility, meeting new people, it is amazing. And let's face it, traveling from South Africa it's insanely expensive. So do it the cheaper way. Work at Ike Bar, earn pounds, and meet people all over the world. So again, back to personal experiences. There's been so many here. It has been an amazing ride so far. Like I said, I've worked there for 4 months now, or bordering 4 months, maybe a little bit more, and I'm doing crafts, I'm doing the vlogs, I've got a assessor role now, and I'm teaching. It is great, I'm having a lot of fun. I've met so many new kids ranging from, they go from like 6 to 16. I started teaching a 25-year-old adult right now. It is great just speaking to people, mixing with people, learning their cultures, learning their languages, and giving them the gift of English, right? And with that, I think we'll leave it at that, and we will catch you on the flip side. Peace out.